I do love a good wine. You know, wine is my favorite drink of alcohol, my favorite choice. Always has been. Yeah, I can drink a beer from time to time, but I prefer wine. Wine, red wine, Bordeaux, loving it. And sometimes, yeah, it's been quite a while that I've been actually drunk from it, because yeah, back in the, that was actually a good question from one of you, my brothers and sisters. What does alcohol do to your connection with your dragon? What does it do? Well, actually, I have experience with that, because the time that I was without a job, I was also without, I have difficulties with financial troubles, and I was drinking more wine actually than I should. I was already on the dragon's path, and I was always connecting with my dragon. And I had a strange idea that with a lot of wine, I can connect with the dragon better. And I was telling myself this. Of course, it does. It made my connection with my dragon better. But there was a time also, not also because I was without a job, but also I had a lot of dark dreams. A lot of it. A lot. And I know that this comes from Leviathan. When Leviathan teaches you something, it can be that you will be afraid of closing your eyes. And I had this fear of closing my eyes, because I will see a thing that made my life different. I mean, I'm a different man because of what Leviathan showed me. But it was so difficult and so harsh. Every time when I closed my eyes, I see something of darkness, so much darkness. But it was all in order so that you can change. But I was changing in a bad way, because I was starting to drink to shut off all of these nasty dreams that I had. And it worked. But the thing is, every single night I did this to shut off the dragon. And after a while, I could actually understand even that I was not only shutting off all of these images, but with drinking so much, that I was actually shutting down my own entire dragon's eye. I could no longer feel them, see them, experience them like was before, that I was just not that much of drinking. Um, of course, I also drank more and more of strong liquor, and it was no, it immediately shut off my connection with the dragons. And there was a moment that I was paralyzed from it, that I came to the hospital, that it was too much. Um, that the doctor said that I should actually put days in between. And I did because I don't want to have that again in my life. But I did this actually to shut off Leviathan's energy. Leviathan was too strong. I was afraid of his teachings. His teachings were too strong. I said to Leviathan, stop this. But I was actually drinking because I want to shut off him. But with drinking actually too much, you are shutting down your dragon. But I have to say, when you drink sometimes, from time to time, it can help you. It can even help you. If you, I sometimes drink a glass of wine still to this day, and I have to say that it helps. It helps sometimes. I even sing for my dragon. I'm much looser, and I'm actually much more. When I was actually dancing with the dragon, I managed this because I drank a glass of wine. I drank a glass of wine. I was looser up, and I was connecting with my dragon much better because of this glass of wine. And I was not doing it too much. I was just having a glass of wine, drinking it up, and it was, yeah, I was not drunk or something like this. I could see and feel and connect with my dragon better because of a bit of alcohol. It's not a bad thing. Of course, I don't say that you have to drink before you do this. Of course not, because it always can have you letting have some kind of an addiction for it, and that is what I had. I had an addiction because every night I was shutting off Leviathan. I was shutting off what I saw. I mean, what I saw, what Leviathan showed me in my entire life, not in my entire life, my entire path. It was pure darkness, but it was also to change me of who I really am, because it changed me. Like I said, I'm a vegan now. I connect with animals much more, all because of him. And yeah, Leviathan, he might have seen that I will come out of it anyways. So he he didn't had, he's like so dark, but he's also a part of your dragon eye. And with drinking too much, you are shutting off all of your dreams, all of your mind. Whenever you go to sleep, you are shutting everything off. So also your connection with your dragons. But like I said, before you go to sleep, it might help you. It might help you to drink something. But I have to say, wine is actually better than beer, for example, because beer is different. It's different. It might be different. Of course, every human is different, so I don't really actually know how you will respond to it. But I have to say that wine works better than beer for to connect with your dragon. Like I said, my first dragon dance was because of that, because I loosened up and I connected with the dragon much better. I loosened up. I and even talked to the dragon. I, yeah, the first dragon dance that I actually did. Of course, I shouldn't be laughed about. Was totally naked in the middle of the city. Totally naked in the middle of the city. Of course, I was in some kind of a trance, and this bit of alcohol actually helped me a bit with this. Not because I was drunk. One glass of red Bordeaux wine. Not more, nothing more, nothing less. But it helped me so much. So is alcohol bad? Of course not, if you don't exaggerate with it. Because I exaggerated, because I feared it. I feared Leviathan's teachings, but I also feared what I've seen, what I see in the night, in every time, and I just wanted to shut it off. And too much of alcohol will shut off your entire path, your entire dragon eye, your dragons in itself. It's bad for your health, and your dragons don't want that. Your dragons are here for you, and whatever goes bad in your health is of course something that your dragons will not approve. So is this actually bad that you drink a glass of wine or even beer? It doesn't matter. If you want to drink that and then do your dragon, do a dragon um, ritual that you make by that is the best way. You have to be creative on the dragon path. You have to be creative with everything that you do. So whenever you are drinking a glass or even two, or not just too much of wine or even beer, it might be that you loosened up and that you're much more creative than what you are doing. You are much more creative. You are even trying to talk with the dragon in gibberish talk, but it can be that your dragon responds to that. I had that once. I had an entire bottle of wine and I was actually talking gibberish. I was saying what is coming out of my mouth. And really, I had so much creativity at that moment and I even saw the dragon a couple of times, and that is because of alcohol. That is a bit of alcohol, sometimes a bit more than the other times, and it really helped me. It really helped me to be creative and to connect with the dragon and the dragon god. The mind is something strange, but if you are loosened up much more, that what alcohol does, your mind will respond to it. Your mind connects with your dragon if your mind is loosened. Your mind is at ease. When your mind is at ease, everything is fine. But the day after, it could be when you drank too much, that you are completely shut off from your dragon eye. It could be, that at the moment you are connecting with your dragon very well, but the day after, it can be that you are completely shut off from all of your dragons. Everything at once at the moment that you drink a couple of things, and then at the moment, you are actually completely shut off, one day after. In the night and the day after, it can be that your connection with your dragon is completely at zero because of the alcohol, because your mind needs to reanimate itself, or it needs to, it needs moments, to recover of what you actually drank. Your mind is very much draconic, so it needs a bit of time actually to connect with the dragon again, because you killed a bit of brain cells. So to connect with each other again, you need some time after that. Because yesterday I drank a bottle of wine. I have to say that. I don't do much more than that. But it's weekend. It's only in the weekends. It's not every day like I did back then. It's now is in the weekends. I'm going to the forest. I still do my daily routine walks here and going on high mountains. I love to do that. I go into forest. I still do sports and things like this, but yeah, like I said, but yeah, it can be that the day after is your connection with your dragon much less because of this, because of alcohol. So yeah, alcohol, is it something bad? Actually, depends on how you use it. Really depends, and also every human is reacts differently to alcohol, and what kind of alcohol. That is also very important, because to me, the reaction of beer is something completely different than wine. Wine makes me in some kind of a trance and let me connect with my dragon much better, while beer actually gives me just a bit of, yeah, a stomach ache. Really, I don't like beer that much. And even and liquor, really strong liquor, it's just no, that was completely not my thing. My entire body, I was paralyzed. I was no, that to completely shut it off from my entire dragon eye. It can be that you use a bit of liquor and then you can connect with the dragon better. Like I said, it's depends who you are, depends on how you react to every kind of drinks. I know a lot of people on the Dragon's Path that don't drink anything, or don't drink, don't smoke, don't do anything. Fine, that is good, that is nice. But if you are wondering yourself if alcohol can actually do something with your dragon and your dragon connection, well, yes, alcohol will do something positive and negative to your connection with your dragon. It will do something, at least. It will do something. Of course, if you are interested to use it, then I suggest then drink a glass of wine. See how your mind react to it. See how your connection to your dragon react to it. It could, your mind is everything. Your mind is everything on the dragon's path. Of course, when you do something with your mind, like drinking or something like this, it can have effects with your connection with your dragon, very much sometimes. So, my brothers and sisters, this is actually something that I've been through, alcoholism and things like this, but I came out of it, and my connection with the dragon was much better.